What is going on, fam? I'm Jaye the Black. I'm gonna title this video "Never Choose a TH0T Over a Friend," and I'm speaking in regards to Omarion and Lil Fizz. How this situation has escalated with Lil Fizz dating the baby mother, ex-girlfriend of Omarion, and how now Lil Fizz is paying the piper, so to speak, because he has now been cut from the Millennium Tour that Omarion is going to be a part of, and he did it on Lil Fizz's birthday. Now I want people to understand, simping really ain't easy, and when you choose a TH0T over a friend, you always end up losing in the end, because what happens is you expose yourself, you expose how weak-minded you are, and you expose that you're willing to destroy lifelong friendships and business relationships over this particular situation. Now, according to rollingout.com, in what may be the most savage move of the year, as fans have termed it, Omarion announced he's dropping Lil Fizz from the upcoming Millennium Tour on Lil Fizz's birthday because he knows that Lil Fizz needs those paydays or payday from being on the tour, and he's not going to get that due to his own, weakness, so to speak. Omarion's 35 is actually being praised by fans for his ruthless pettiness on the ultimate chess move against former bandmate Lil Fizz, who's 34. It's crazy. Omarion is 35, Lil Fizz is 34. As most fans now know by now, Lil Fizz began dating the mother of Omarion's two kids, April Jones, who's 32, earlier this year, not long after Omarion and Jones broke up. That is because he was always trying to get with her. He was always there. She was comfortable with Lil Fizz. Let me tell you something right now. When a woman leaves a relationship, she has something in the background. She has a couple of guys that she's looking to do something long term with, but she's looking to be with, because there are women who do not like to be single. They like to go from one relationship to another. They don't give themselves enough time to heal, for most fans, to have your bandmate date your ex-girlfriend seemed particularly foul and uncouth. But as Fizz and Jones flaunted their relationship on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, fans were shocked that Omarion could remain silent for so long. That is because Omarion was always going to do this. I think he was just waiting for the right moment, because I believe he too was in disbelief at what Lil Fizz was doing, because anybody who saw Lil Fizz on the first season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, he always came across as level-headed, a father, all about being a father first, and just really not really chasing this fame. But what happens is, when you have women with that Jezebel spirit who get attached to you, there's no getting unattached. And he always coveted her while she was with Omarion. I think a lot of those dudes probably coveted the women that Omarion was with, because Omarion always had first dibs. This is why Omarion couldn't wait to go solo. They were the backup. They were in the shadows. Even though I don't think that Omarion has any issues with J Boog. J Boog is upset about this. He feels like money is being lost because of Lil Fizz. But again, that's what happens when these guys think they're in love. But April Jones, to me, seemed like the type of female who's having fun. I think in her way, she's getting back at Omarion. I don't think she is healed. I think that she's still hurting. Either Omarion left her and doesn't want to be with her anymore, so she decides to go and get with his ex-bandmate. But I don't think Omarion really cares. This is why he hasn't said anything, because he's focusing on getting money, taking care of his responsibilities as a father, and not allowing women to dictate terms to him, to control their life, to have them running back, begging to get back with her, because maybe that's what she thought, but it hasn't worked out. Now, More from the article. It says, now we know why. Omarion was making boss moves behind the scenes with the Millennium Tour, which includes Bow Wow instead of Lil Fizz and the rest of B2K. Worse, since Omarion, born Omari Ishmael Granberry, has custody of his and Jones' 2 children, and he doesn't have to come out of pocket for child support. That says a lot too. That says a lot. That tells me that she doesn't care about being she does not want to be no single mom. I think that the fact that she had a family unit, she was with somebody, they had kids, I don't think she was ready for that. I think she still thinks she has another run left in her to be single and date and do what she wants to do. That's where she's at. And even though Omarion has to go on the road, he still has custody of the kids. And again, this is why he didn't have to say anything, because again, he's making the right moves. He knows that April is dysfunctional. Maybe he didn't know that when they first got together. I think they've been together for a while. But this is why you have to vet these women. And the same thing that's going on with him, with going on with Omarion, Lil Fizz, the same thing can happen to you. Leading many to wonder what Jones and new boyfriend Lil Fizz, born Dre, Pierre, Frederick, are going to do to secure the bag. Well, they're doing the most, and they have people all around social media commenting on this. Fans are having a field day with this, flooding Twitter and Instagram with tweets and some hilarious memes. Yeah, everybody's clowning Lil Fizz, but Lil Fizz, he made himself into a clown. One thing that you cannot do under any circumstances is to think that you're going to get any type of respect from anybody by making some of these weak moves. Because unfortunately, for Lil Fizz, Omarion is going to be all right. He's probably going to get with an even more attractive woman who's less dysfunctional as April. If anybody has seen April's Instagram lives, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This female is quite unstable. She has mental issues. And this is why she doesn't even have custody of her own kids. And she's not even trying to get them back. Because she wants to be single and free. She wants to be out there. She belongs to the streets. She belongs to the streets. Not you, Lil Fizz. She belongs to the streets, man. All you have to do is go look at video clips of her Instagram lives. It tells you everything you know about April. She even ran down a list of dudes in the industry she's gotten with. She's a groupie. Omarion wifed a groupie. And Lil Fizz is wifing a groupie. But because she's the most attractive woman he's probably ever been with, okay, he's always wanted to be with her. He's willing to lose his mind and lose his friendship and lose money. Never put yourself in a position to lose anything on account of some heifers, man. Especially when they were with your friend, quote unquote. At least you would think is your friend, but you could tell this guy's always been a bit jealous of Omarion. Again, Omarion always had dibs on the best looking females. They had to get the sloppy seconds, and nothing has changed. Lil Fizz is still getting the sloppy seconds, and he's looking more and more like an idiot because, bro, once April is done with you, you're going to be an even bigger loser. Nobody's going to deal with you. Nobody's going to respect you. Omarion wants nothing to do with you. Omarion knows that April only sees you as some type of revenge relationship. She doesn't see you as anything long term. And look at what you have done to yourself. You've made yourself a complete and utter embarrassment. You are an embarrassment. And there are guys like this all over the place. There are weak-minded males out here who think they're players. Okay? They think it's cool to date the ex-girlfriend or the baby mother or even the wife of their friend. They don't think that karma's gonna come back on them. They don't think that same thing can happen to them. Bruh, she's using you to stay on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood because I believe she became irrelevant and she wants to be relevant. They probably told her, listen, we're gonna cut you from the show, unless you do something drastic. And if she got to give you some poom poom in order to stay relevant on the show, that's exactly what she had to do. This ain't love, bro. This is business. And I think Fizz is falling in love. Fizz is looking like a clown. This is the same guy who does interviews with his shades on. Because, you know, people like to present themselves as what they want people to believe that they are. I think Lil Fizz to me is a guy who's very insecure. I think he's a guy who's always felt less than inadequate. He wasn't very successful in his own music career, you know. And I think you can see the type of person he really is by the decisions that he makes. His baby mother is dysfunctional, you know, and now every female that Lil Fizz has dated on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood have been dysfunctional clout chasers. Okay. Lil Fizz to me is the type of guy that you have to watch him. And you can't tell him none of your business, because he's going to go back and tell other people, and he'll be trying to sleep with your girlfriend or wife. That's the type of guy he is. And guys like this will never make it into the kingdom of heaven. Because they really don't have any morals. Listen, I'm not the moral police. I have made plenty of mistakes. I am very uneven. But you will never see me go after the girlfriend or wife of one of my homeboys. A guy who I grew up with. A guy who I make money with. Because, let me just say it this way. Even if you don't like Omarion, you're messing up business by getting with his his girlfriend, bro. And not only that, you were dealing with April while they were still together. In some capacity, you were in her ear. And the thing about women on the rebound, or women who are in bad relationships, is that they're willing to listen. And some sucker is going to wound up winning because a female had a moment of weakness. And that could be what's going on in the case of Lil Fizz and April Jones. So